Hello, hello. Hit the like button. You the first one here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. How you guys doing? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hit the like button when you first come in. Hey, David. Thank you, David. I really appreciate that. So how are you, David, and where are you tuning in from? I know that we get people from all over the world. Well, I drive for a living, and so I just be all over. I'm in the state of Georgia. I do long trips, I do short trips, so yeah. Kind of do my own thing. It's my own personal business. So every day around this time, I usually go live and just talk to people that I'm familiar with in this sector. And we just have conversation on the things that are going on in this sector. A lot of wretchedness, a lot of wretched women, just cutthroat. It's really cutthroat. Hey, Kima. Toronto, okay. How's everything going, Kima? How's your job? I know that's too much to type, right? So when you go live, then I hear you talk about it. Kima, do you know I was in the school system? I got into the school system in my 20s. And I was there all the way till I got in my 40s in the school system. I used to cook in the cafeteria, classroom, I did it all. Office, I did it all. Well, administration. So, normally I check to see who's live. So, when my chat takes a long time filling up, that means that somebody else is live and their notifications not on or something like that. So, but it was some weird stuff that went on this weekend. So I just wanted to just talk to some people about something that I had heard a content creator say. And it was kind of like disturbing for me. I thought it was disturbing what I heard. And it's talking about like children. So guys, if you have small children, everybody have some kids in their family somewhere. I think it's very inappropriate for you to curse at a child. Hey, Gloria Wiley. But I heard a content creator kind of like blew my mind talking about their child just love getting on their nerves. And when I heard it, I was thinking about, I know kids will be kids and they will test your patience, but I think when you're raising kids and you're not under the influence and you're not doing any drugs or alcohol or anything like that, then you don't be so quick to snap off on them. That's just my perception of it. And I'm waiting for more people to come into the chat because this is really big. I might have to hold it, but it's just too big for such a small audience. I really want more people to hear this because it's something that I think needs to be talked about. How to carry yourself in the presence of your children, your grandchildren. So everybody hit the like button for me. So y'all tell me now. I was also thinking about our election is coming up. You know, the things that gets me about our elected officials, they do all the commercials and everything, and they want everybody to vote for them. But when they get the vote, guys, they don't do what they say they're gonna do, and that's so, you know, after a while, the people just get immune to the lies, to where they just don't believe anything that's coming out of their mouth. And it's just not one elective official that does it. They all do it, and I don't, why lie to the people? If you can't do something, then don't promise that it's going to be done once you take office, Because everything is a process. They don't tell you that part. It's a process. It's not just you get into office and then you can make all these things happen. And you should make sure that you transfer that over to the people, so they won't be thinking that you got this magical wand that you can just wave and their whole life is going to change, I was telling people, like, I know a lot of people from all over, they really like Trump. Hey, Robert. But I still stand on, I would never be on social media trying to tell people who to vote for. I think the most important thing for us to do is to vote. How many people think that this is a very important election year? How many people agree that this is one of the most important election year that we have had in a while? And if you feel that way, then put in the chat, why do you feel that way? And even though I'm driving, I won't be able to just read your response right away. But as I come up on a stoplight or something like that, I'll be able to read your response. Let's see, why do you feel that way? I feel like it's an election, a very important election this year, because we never had anybody to tell us that if we vote for them, then we never have to worry about voting again. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. If somebody tell me I'm never going to have to vote again. Don't we vote every 4 years? Well, Cooking with Cheryl said Kamala's gonna win. Well, you know what? Cooking with Cheryl, I'm gonna tell you this. You know that back in 2016, everybody was so confident that Hillary had the thing in the bag. Everybody was so confident that Hillary had it. Everybody. It's no way Donald was gonna win. It's no way. He had no experience. He was a womanizer. He didn't know anything about governing the country, and but then he pulled it off. What he did was, right when it got time close enough to vote, he came out with this bombshell that just blew Hillary out the water. I mean, she had it. She had it. I think she had it, but he dropped such a bombshell on her that it just blew her out the water, because he put facts out there, or he put something out there about something that was going on that the people just did not know about. And then Hillary lost. And everybody was so sure, just like they are with Kamala. So after that experience, Cooking with Cheryl, I'm never going to be that confident ever again about anybody. So I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to, when you tell people that, people get slack about stuff. They take things for granted. So don't be so sure about that. Don't be so sure about that. We already been down this road before. Everybody was so sure about Hillary. They were so sure about him. And he would have made a great president. And plus she had Bill as her husband that had already been president before. So he could have, it would have been nice for them to run the country together. It would have been nice. Because he had the experience, what would it take to be a president, and some of the things, some of his issues that came up on him, So I think he could have helped his wife out a lot. So, but it didn't work out that way. So, how many people agree with me on that? Being overly zealous about so sure that something's gonna take place. I don't want to be in that boat again. That was so heartbreaking. So many people were just messed up behind that one. So I'm not gonna go down that road again. I'm not gonna be overly confident that Kamala, her name is Kamala, but I'm not gonna be overly confident that she's gonna win. It ain't over till the fat lady sing, they say. And I don't hear no fat lady singing. I'll be glad when I get up here to this stoplight so I can look down at y'all comments. So when it comes to that type of thing, don't be too sure. Let me see, we're getting ready to go into October. So tomorrow will be October the 1st. And then the election's going to be November the 15th. So just make sure that you are registered to vote. We know that, hey, Katrina Whitaker, hey. Is that Willery? We'll say Crooked Hillary. That's funny. I think you are a Trump supporter, because that's what Trump used to say all the time. That is too funny. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If that's how you feel, that's okay. That don't make me feel no type of way about you, It's okay. Everybody hit the like button for me. Thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate that. Y'all on top of your game today. Quiet Kids background says a vote for Kamala is like adding gasoline to your bathtub before getting in. But why do you feel that way, Quiet Kid? Let's elaborate on that. Don't just say something. Don't just throw it up in the air and leave it there. Why do you have that opinion about Kamala? Enlighten us. See how that goes? Elaborate. Said that you're very misinformed. Well, inform her. Tell us what we don't know. Okay, Cooking with Cheryl, she said Trump has the same base. So if he got the same base, he got the same tricks, right? He pulling out the same bag of tricks. So who's to say he's not? He don't have something under his. He don't have something, a rabbit in his hat. Who's to say that? Well, we can go educate ourselves, Quiet Kid, but you can also, you here, so tell us something. Say something that, why do you have that opinion about Kamala adding gasoline to a bathtub that you're getting ready to get into? A lot of people feel the same way about Trump. You know that, right? one thing about Trump, quiet kid, is that he's been president before. He's been president before in 2016. And I don't know about you, but I think when he became president, a lot of chaos and another name for disruption, a lot of division, all of that took place back in 2016, where other race of people got bold. They would say anything to you, where people wasn't so mean with everybody. People wasn't so mean with everybody. He was just so slack as a president. To listen to this quiet kid background, I felt as though he didn't really want to be president. That's just my opinion. I felt as though he really didn't want to be president, but he did want the title. I think he wanted the title and the power, but he did not want to govern everybody. He had his own special people. Now, this was just me on the outside looking in, and I lived through this in 2016, and many of us did. So we have strong opinions about Trump also. I say that our option is sad that we only have those two to choose from. And I would go with the lesser of two evil. That's what I would do, because I just don't know about either one of them. I'm not dead set on her. I'm not dead set on him. But he already showed his hand. He was president before. And I don't think he did a really good job. A lot of people like him. And do you feel as though the insurrection was because of Trump? Do you not know that back in 2019, right before January, back in the year 2019, Trump was already saying that if he was not re-elected, that something big was going to happen. He was already saying that. He was telling everybody that something big was going to happen if they didn't vote for him. And this time he's saying, if you don't vote for me, it's going to be a bloodbath. Why make remarks like that and think people's going to get behind you, quiet kid? You say go inform yourself, go educate yourself. We're talking about the person that you support. If you support Trump, he said it out of his own mouth. He said in his rallies, he said in his debate. Why do he say stuff like that and think people are going to be okay about that? So tell me, what are we missing? What are we missing? Hey, Lisa Clark. Yeah, we will. I will listen. I will listen. Generic YouTuber, we're talking about the election. Do you know anything, or are you just too young to be here? Because we don't have any children on this channel right here. So we're talking about the election. How smart are you? Do you know the language that is coming out of my mouth? Do you speak my language? Because you seem like your conversation about something that we're not talking about. We're not talking about hairstyles and that kind of stuff. We're talking about election. So enlighten us with that if you know anything. If not, then just sit back and learn. Learn something. Also, Cooking with Cheryl says a lot of people didn't like Hillary because of her husband. Okay. I think that Bill was a great president, even though that Monica Lewinsky thing happened. I don't think that took from him being a great president. So somebody gave him a blowjob in the White House. So what? That shouldn't take away everything that he did as a president. He cheated on his wife, you know, and lied about it. Okay, all right. So, like I said, Open forum, everybody have an opinion. It's okay if you want to speak on it. It's okay if you want to speak on it. You have the right to have your own opinion about things. That is what makes us different and unique in this world. If everybody thought the same and everybody act the same, we'd be like robots. We'd be like robots. So it's okay. I thank you guys for hitting that like button for me. That's big. That's really big. I have such a good conversation for us guys, but I'm just waiting and to see is the check gonna get bigger. Apparently somebody else is live now. My conversation is not gonna be raising no sand and cussing nobody out, because I don't indulge in that. I don't care about that. But to talk about something in a intelligent way, I would love to do that. I want to ask you guys about how do you feel about speaking to your child or your grandchild in a vulgar way. I have 7 grandkids, and I have never said to my grandkids, shut the F-U-C-K up and get the, wait a minute, get out of my effing face, and then call them the N-word. I have never, ever did that, and neither have my sons or my daughters have ever did that to their child and say, oh, that's okay, they was working my nerve. If they getting on your nerve, you tell them to go sit down without cursing them out. You still don't say, you still don't curse at them like that. I don't see no mother that does that and then say, I'm a good mom. I'm a good mom. I say, if you are my race and you got a young son, 7, 8, 9 years old, and you call him the N-word, do you know that, let's make this make sense. Do you know that the world is a cruel place and the world is a mean place? And in that child's lifetime as a boy, somebody's going to call him the N-word. Why would that be coming out of his mom's mouth? Why the first time he hear that word is his mother calling him that? I think that is so shameful and that's so disgusting. But I heard a content creator say, oh, it's fine because he be working my nerve. And I do tell him, and this is being spoken verbatim. This is exactly what she said. I tell him to get the F out of my face. And I said, wow. And we're talking about 9 years old. That's sad. That's sad to me. I said, wow, that's crazy. Y'all want to look at the one at the traffic? That's crazy, y'all. And that's a conversation we're going to talk about out here. We're going to talk about this conversation right here. Be it right now or an hour from now. But we're going to talk about that. Because we got a lot of mothers in this sector where I am. And I just want to know, I want people to be truthful about it. Do you talk to your child that way? Do you talk to your kid that way? Or your grandkids that way? And if you can be just honest about it, because I want to make sure I'm not part of some elite, part of some type of group that, I just would never do that. I don't get that upset to say that. And a lot of us don't like the N-word anyway. A lot of people don't like to say that word. So for that person to say that was so normal for them to talk to their child, a 9-year-old kid, I don't, no ma'am. I definitely do not agree with that. Kima, are you still here? You got a little son and you got a little daughter. I got a question for you, Kima. Even when you're upset Have you ever cuss your baby out like that and call him the N-word when you just so frustrated and just short? I think those are drugs, because we know that this mother that I'm speaking of, we know that she smoked a lot of marijuana. She smoked a lot of marijuana, and I think maybe that might be one of the times she's having a withdrawal, or she be needing a fix, and she taking that on the little boy. But I just tell you, I think that's so disgusting to speak to a child in that manner. To speak to a child in that manner. So you can say, in my life, my mom was the first one called me a ninja. My mom, and she called me that at the age of 8, 9 years old, so it was normal. I don't mind, it's okay to call me that. That's how I looked at that. I thought that was crazy. Hey Tater, hey Lisa Clark. I know, Lisa, I know. This person was condoning it. This person said that, yeah, me and Miss Granford, yeah, we both talked to our kids that way. And I was thinking, I was like, how you know that Granford wants you to throw her in that ish? Why would you say, just take accountability for yourself? Don't be putting that lady in there talking about you and her both talk to y'all grandkids. You talk to your son like that, but she talk to her grandkid the same way when they getting on y'all damn nerve. What? Girl, I wouldn't tell nobody, because that ain't normal, okay? That ain't normal. And your mom sitting up there, I can tell him how to be a mom. How she gonna tell somebody how to be a mom when you her daughter and you right there talking to your child that way, calling him a ninja? Calling him a ninja? That I bet you say it so much, he probably think that's his nickname. If you ain't talking about bruh, you calling your son a ninja, girl. Come on now. And you probably come back out here and say you didn't damn say it, but you did. You said it in that 3-hour live. You said it. You said it, that you talk to your son the other way when he's getting on your damn nerve. You said that you call him, you say, get your fucking self out of my face, ninja. That's what you said that you say to him. And that's why I was so disgusted about it. And that's why I'm even trying to have conversation about it, is because that's what you said. You talk to your child, your 9-year-old son. He's 9. You talking about he just be being a boy. He just be 9 years old. Not if his mama talking to him like he's a grown man. So which one is it going to be? Which one do you want? You want people to treat him like a child, or treat him like an adult? Not an adult. Make it make sense, because that was crazy when I heard you say that. And then you throw Granford in there too, talking about she talked to her grandchild the same way. She knows better. She's 20 years your senior. If she ain't learned how to talk to her grandchild, I feel sorry for her. That's sad that y'all talking to these kids like that. These boy children. These boy children. That someday gonna be a man. That's some sad stuff. That's some sad stuff, y'all. Y'all hit that like button for me. Yes, that's very, very sad. Whew, I'm so happy that I brought my boys up with the decency. I ain't never had to call them no ninja. Get out of my face, ninja. If I'm gonna say get out of my face, I'm gonna call them by their name. I ain't said that. I never told them to go somewhere and sit down. I ain't said that. I didn't say I ain't never told them to go somewhere and sit down and be quiet. I didn't say that. I said I don't cuss at them. I said I don't curse at my grandkids. You know, we're the first teachers. We're their teachers. And if you're talking to your child like that, you're teaching him how to curse. You're teaching him to accept being called a ninja. That's what you're doing. And that makes you a piss poor mammy. And you was out here calling somebody else a piss poor mammy. If you're doing stuff like that, Girl, I know you, Shane. I know you, Shane. I know you, Shane. You all are a hot mess. Y'all are a hot mess out here. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I ain't never seen nothing like it, y'all. This girl out here calling her son a ninja, 9 years old. 9 years old. Welcome in, Gemini. We're so happy you're here. We know you want to be part of the squad. We know. Come on in, girl. Come on in. You cool. You cool with me. Granny, Cooking with Sharon said, Granny, I was watching a show and they said that a lot of people said they are voting for Trump in his party, okay? But really, not. They're voting for Kamala, and I like Hillary and Bill. I was just saying, okay? Lisa say, generic, go read the Bible. I'll tell y'all something. Let me read some more comments, but I'm moving again, guys. I only had a little short look. Gloria Wilder say, and plus, they didn't vote. I think a lot of people did us like that in 2016. They were telling everybody that they was going to vote for Hillary. A lot of people. I'm mostly talking about the Caucasian because I was working in this area where it was a lot of Caucasian people, and they was just carrying on with us, and they was telling everybody that they was not going to vote for that man, and then he won, and I just felt so taken advantage of. I felt like they was playing in our face. They knew they was going to vote for him, but they would come around us and talk the same smack that we talk just to get our input and see how we felt about it. And they went out and they voted for him. So don't be so fooled with people. People say one thing and they do another. When you go into that voting box to vote, nobody's there but you. Nobody see what you're doing, nobody but you. So anyway, back to the topic at hand. I really wanted to see how you guys feel about what this lady said. This lady called herself going in on other people saying that they was poor piss parents. And they was also talking about the little girl that everybody thinks is so smart. Who shall remain nameless. I'm not going to be using her name in my lives or her mother's name. But it's just when you're the only child and you're in a household with grown-ups, then you adopt grown-up behaviors. You know, you move like a grown-up because you're not around any children. So that makes her smart. It don't necessarily mean that they are speaking any type of way around her, you know, and that's making her that, but she's just around grown-ups all the time. She's around grown-ups all the time. That's the same that's being raised by their grandparents. They say they old folks sense. They say stuff like that because the old person raised them. So they be very smart. They be very smart. But yeah, I want everybody to check that. I don't know anybody that speaks to their 8 and 9-year-old that way. I know the younger generation, they're so different from us guys. They're so different. They do things a lot different than we do things. I don't know why this car dragging like this. I do want to get behind it. And they do things different from us. They just, I don't know what happened. I don't know where we dropped the ball at, but our young folks think everything is okay. You have to be an older person to understand where I'm coming from with that. They do things that we just have never did. We didn't even do those kind of things with them, but they just raised their kids so differently. But one good thing I can say about my kids, They ain't cussing around their kids, and they shelter them maybe a little bit too much. Maybe a little bit too much. I thank you guys for hitting that like button for me. So Lisa Clark and Gloria Wiley and let me see, who else am I familiar with that's in the chat? Tater. You guys tell me who else is live right now. Who else is live right now? I know earlier today, Roz was live earlier today around 2. So who's live now? Because I usually have a much bigger audience for my ride along, and I really got something I want to say, but I want more people to get it. So since I don't have as many people in my chat right now, I might have came in while somebody else was live. So I just need to know, because I didn't get a chance to check it. When I left the airport, I just went live. So y'all tell me, who else is live right now? Oh, okay, Gloria, thank you. Thank you. So we're going to end my live, guys, and I'll probably come back later on, because, and I just got something I want to say. So important for the young people to hear. So I'm going to end the live, and I'll come back, guys, and I will let you guys know what it is that I want to talk to you guys about, okay? So I love you guys. I thank you guys for joining, and I will see you guys again in another couple of hours. Maybe when I get home, I go live, but yeah, so we'll do that. Let me run over and see what they're talking about and take down some more notes, see if there's anything I want to elaborate on. But I got some stuff for you guys, because I was listening to a content creator over the weekend that was talking about a topic that I didn't know so many people is dealing with this topic. So I'm going to tell y'all about it. But until then, I'll see y'all later, okay? Thank you. Thank you, everybody that hit the like button. And thank you, my trolls. Thank you, Gemini, for giving me the view. Thank you for coming over, girl. My sister in Christ. I love you, Gemini 76. Thank you so much. You my girl. You my girl. You going to keep me on the map. All right. I want you to join now. My membership is $4.99. So I want you to join, Gemini. I want you to join, okay? All right. Later.